Hello everybody, and it's Hey2K here. Today we're going to be going through and having a look at my world that I've recently been spending time on. This is console edition, so don't expect too much of it because the game has been neglected by the people who make it. Telltale Games obviously had shut down recently, and the Fun Pimps seem to be not doing that much. Although I do give them credit for keeping updating the PC version, I find it very hard to believe that they have not even tried, or it seems like they haven't tried anything on console edition. But I'm going to be showing you through my world anyway, and we're going to be discussing on how it all happened and what they should do about it all. Sorry about the stuttering. This is my first commentary, and I'm very nervous. Thank you. So I have two worlds. This is one that I've been doing to get the platinum trophies on PS4, because obviously the servers on console aren't very good, so there's no point in me really trying to find the legit way to do the trophies. So for example, one of the trophies is to kill 2,500 players. Obviously that's going to be pretty hard anyway, and so I recruited one of my friends who has kindly helped me out over the last few days, and we've recently just got to 500 kills. So thank you to Josh for that, and there is only 2,000 more kills to go, and it's going to be a long old ride. So I have a lot of respect for him. Like I said before, Telltale Games closed down. I think it was April last year, if I'm correct, and it was a very big shock for people like me because I really like this game, and I have done for a while. And I always used to play it with my friends and stuff like that. But you would hope for an update, and we would always say, "Oh yeah, in the next update there'll be this, there'll be that," and and obviously they shut down right before Alpha 16 was going to come out, which is highly frustrating for console players. Although I do have it on PC, but I have a laptop instead, so it doesn't really run it as smoothly as I'd like it to run. But I can't really complain. I still have it on PC. I still have the opportunity to play it. So this is my base. This is obviously just a standard bunker. I didn't do anything about this, but I've just made some improvements to it. Like for example, I've just got my chest and stuff, like an AK-47 and stuff like that, a shotgun for example. Be wary that my chests are really unorganised, and that isn't my fault. But say when you're in a bit of a rush here, I thought the time gets the best of me, and obviously the chest becomes sloppy. But say I've got a couple of snipers. I did have a couple of snipers, to be in fact, and I have just loads of schematics and stuff like that. So my chests are pretty empty and stuff like that. But other than that, let's just get on to the kitchen, eh? So this is the kitchen. Now obviously there's quite a lot of water in it, but not too much. And then the fridge has quite a lot of food, but recently I have been struggling on food, so so don't think I'm fine by any means necessary on food and surviving down here. I've recently added a chemistry station into this world. It took me quite a long time to actually get it, and I didn't realise how much it actually helped, because for example you just need one of nitrate powder and one of lump of coal to make gunpowder, whereas obviously crafting it on hand it takes two each, which again can be quite draining, and this is why I never really used to have any bullets until recently. So obviously this is where my forge is. It's quite a peaceful part of the place. Not a lot going on over here. But obviously I'm quite stacked onto it. And bear in mind I've been using this all for concrete really. So there's not that much in it, but there usually is. For example, I'll just put some of that in it. And yeah, but that is nothing really in these chests either, which you think is nothing. Yeah. So that's obviously the bit of the boring parts. These are the boring parts. I've made a little bit of a room. That's not meant to be there. That's just a genuine bed. I'm making an actual bed, but this is the bedroom with, say, just random stuff in there. But yeah, that door's never meant to be open, just 'cause it opens onto the chair, and it just doesn't look very nice. Also further, these are my two mine rooms. That's a mine down there where I used to get stone at night time sometimes. And that is my other mine, which goes all the way down to bedrock, I believe. This is obviously a little water source in case I'm really desperate for water. I didn't realise that you could actually do this, but obviously it doesn't last forever. which is, I guess, a good thing, but not at the same time. We'll go down the hole just to show the size of it compared to. So it goes down to bedrock there because I did it for one of the achievements in the game. So it goes all the way down to bedrock, and it didn't take too long, to be fair, which surprised me really because I thought it would take quite a while. And this is my secondary mine, which is just a place where it's easy to get resources for cement and stuff like that, stone and stuff. It's not too big, for example, but it does do the job. It goes down all the way into here. Yeah, obviously it's day 65 and the hordes are getting very difficult recently. I had a horde where I went up like score like 150, which is crazy, especially like we'll have a look at it now. Like say 720 kills. My kills were like on 560 before the horde night last time. So I've gone up crazy amounts, which is good for me really, because I'm trying to get to a score of 1,000 for that achievement. So basically, this world is just basically achievement world. That I didn't realise what these were. If any of you know what they are player vending machines, which allows you to trade with other people. Obviously, on console, it's not going to work, but that's what annoys me, because these things seem to be really good. Like it's a good way of making money and stuff. But obviously, because it's been neglected on console, it's not very good. Now we're going to go into the outside of the base. So there's some signs, and yeah, here's some traps I keep falling into. So I have to add these 2 blocks in just to stop myself from falling. So that's not very impressive down there, but it's just a standard base. So this is my base, really. It's got. So I'll give you a bit of a tour, but that is basically the base. I have a little farm here in case I really need food. Concrete walls all around. Different entrances, for example, for different parts of the base. And yeah, see these watchtowers don't. If you're a bit OCD, that wasn't there because obviously it isn't very symmetrical, but it wasn't there. So believe me, it gets on my nerves as well. But these are the watchtowers, standard cobblestone. I need to add chairs and stuff like this to them. But this is the watchtower with all my tree farms and stuff, which allows me to just get a good overview of the base, really. I've added 2 more of these recently, and I don't really use them, but I think they look good just for decoration, because it makes it look more like a post-apocalyptic world survival, if you know what I mean. This is just a standard house, but it's been just where one of my cement mixers is, well, the only one that I have. And say I've been making concrete, to do all the walls, and it has been very draining on resources and very time consuming, but those things have to happen, I'm afraid. So this is my bike, and I'll show you the levels of my bike. See, it's quite well kitted out, you would think. So it's been used quite a bit. For example, yeah, just like I've had to refill this like 20 times. But it's my first ever bike on a survival on this game, so I'm very proud to have it, and I use it all the time to get supply drops. This is where my workbench is. Well, it's obviously a pre-spawning workbench, but I use it just for making bullets and stuff like that, and it saves me time. I've completely gutted this place out just for looks. It looks quite nice. I might turn this place into like a I don't know what I was going to make into. I think it was like a survival shack for like people who are in the city, I guess. And this is where I get obviously my just food if I'm really, really hungry, which I was talking about before. I made a little bit of a path around here just to make it look very nice, and it looks quite nice. It did take me an age to dig all this out to make it symmetrical. Sorry. So here's another one of the watchtowers. This one gets raided quite a lot on Horde night. I don't know. I think they just spawn in the base, which again is another negative. But say around my base I have spikes like all the way, and then those on the entrances. There's 4 entrances in total. The west wall, the south wall, and the northeast wall. Sorry. And yeah, there's another wall, but I don't know, because it's a weird position on some of the walls. Obviously, I was coming from Horde Night, so obviously all the defences are quite brutally assaulted, shall we say. And I'm still building the rubber frames, is that what they're called? Around the base, just to cement them. But they seem to be holding up quite well. The one thing I don't like about this is that because dogs can still get in quite easily, and they're obviously overpowered in this fucking game. But we'll take the negatives away from the positives, and we'll move on. So yeah, obviously this is the defences on this side. Ladder there. I've never even opened this door, so I just keep it locked just for, I guess, looks purposes. This is obviously the shop. I've nearly gutted this place out, but again, another vending machine over there. Now this took a while because I didn't have one of these pickaxes, so I was literally just mining it up with like a stone axe all the way up, and this took forever because obviously this is concrete and it takes ages to get up. But yeah, and then I built another watchtower on it recently, like a sniper tower. It gives a very good overview of the base, and yeah, it's such a good view, and yeah, it's very professional, I think. That over there is my clay hole where I got all the clay for the building. I have another one over, I think it's there. Yeah, I think it's there. But say, this is my overview of the base. Overall, it's very nice. I've stayed here ever since day 8, and I came from, I'll show you on the map. That was my first horde night. It was in there. You can see, I think those are walls what I put in. But yeah, I'd say I've only been to the city once because of obviously distance-wise. It's just too much for very little. And luckily enough, there's 2 traders next to each other, really. So on a bike, it's really easy to get around. I'm not going over here because that's the dead zone, and again, dogs. But I will go there in the future. If I need water, my water comes from there, which is, again, not ideal, but it's still perfect, I guess, because it's still a water source, and the nearest one before then was, in fact, near the trader. It was there. Yeah, it was there. I got the water from there first, but obviously the ocean's there, so I need to really explore the area, which is my next job, really. I'm going to explore the area, but, yeah. But say on this game, I really like the fact that it's just, I really like the concept of having to build your own thing and just survive. It's not like just like Minecraft where you just build and then to make it look all fancy. Like this, you have to build to survive, which is a very good concept in my opinion. Which I do just think the Fun Pencil should try get back hold of this game because it has so much potential to do something good. The community's still fighting for it, and like when I go onto the Funpins Twitter and stuff like that, all you can see is console players just asking them to, or begging them just to try and bring the game back, which is quite sad in my opinion, because they've essentially just resorted to people begging for the updates, which isn't very nice, but yeah. So I'm going to head back inside, and then we're going to end the video there, but thank you very much for watching this video and spending time having a look at my base. If you give me some opinions in the comments section below, that would be lovely and it would be much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and this has been Haid. Thank you.